Some bad news. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers franchise has to be canceled because I lost the file due to a corruption that my Madden 25 PS or Madden 21, excuse me, PS5 version had, because it kept crashing, and then one time it crashed while I was playing the Buccaneers franchise streaming for y'all, and it corrupted the file, and I deleted that video off of my page. So since it was corrupted, I took my time to decide what team I wanted to do, and since this man has, hang on, I just had to load in the 2021 draft class, but since this man has officially requested a trade, Deshaun Watson, one of the best QBs in the NFL, as well as the Texans franchise in general. He did not play for Tennessee. All 4 years of his career, he played for Houston. So I don't know why he did that. I mean, as well as Josh McCown. I'm McCown retired IRLs, but I'll keep him for now because maybe he'll retire now. But yeah. So since he officially requested a trade, so let me scout a person at least this, or let me just do scouting real quick and then we'll get into things. Let's just scout the entire first round basically because we're not really gonna get too far out of the first round here. Yeah. All right. So since he officially requested a trade today, I was like, hey, why not fulfill his trade request? We created David Culley, obviously, as our head coach. We can fulfill his trade request and just completely kind of revamp this Texans team. You know, obviously, it's a little bit on the older side. You know, it's not the best team in the NFL. It's certainly not. It is one of the worst teams, I guess, in the NFL. Excuse me. So I thought it would be fun to rebuild. As always, I'll show you guys the sliders. It's around the same sliders as last time. There's the auto subs. Here is the gameplay sliders. It's Matt 10's latest slider set, as well as my own under special teams. Whatever I feel needs to be upgraded and downgraded as the season goes on, I will. Also known as player interceptions for the CPU. Mainly because sometimes it's kind of glitchy and they'll pick off literally everything. As for the league settings, 10 minutes quarters, 20-second for accelerated clock. Superstar abilities off. Salary cap will be on. Coach firing will also be on. Unless for the first season we completely suck, then I'm going to turn it off so we don't get fired. I mean, obviously we will suck, but if I feel like we are going to get fired just in case, I will turn it off just because I don't want to be here 1 year with the Texans and gone, you know what I mean? So before we go into the re-sign stage, let's take a look at the team. I don't know why I keep going to roster. I kind of want to just go through stats here and just give a quick overview. Deshaun Watson led the NFL in passing this year, 33 touchdowns, which is kind of more in the middle of the NFL. Interceptions, he was one of the lowest, as only the leading interceptions was honestly 15 between Locke and Wentz. It's actually not too bad. Hang back over here to my Texans team. Rushing-wise, David Johnson, 691 and 6 touchdowns in 12 games. So once again, he gets hurt. Watson, 3 rushing touchdowns. Duke Johnson continues to have an injury-riddled season. And yeah, receiving-wise, Brandon Cooks with over 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns. Will Fuller, 879 and 8. So a pretty nice reception there. Randall Cobb only played in 10 games. Jordan Akins, with kind of a breakout season here at tight end. Not really, but not horrible. Kiki Kuti, David Johnson, Darren Fells, Duke Johnson, Chad Hudson, and a bunch of others. And sack-wise, they're not going to show, but the offensive line was not good. Zach Cunningham and Terrell Adams with the big tackle season. Tackles for loss, they don't really keep. J.J. Watt with the very, very down season, 6.5 sacks. That's another thing to consider. J.J. Watt, you know, just looking at how old he is, and interceptions-wise, only had 3 interceptions all year. So, defense and figuring out what we will do with Deshaun Watson. So, as I was saying now, with Deshaun Watson, we're not going to get 3 first-round picks for him and a player like they're probably asking for, IRL, mainly because Madden won't allow you. If we were to go to Trade Center in Free Agency 1, because we can't make the trade now, we will not be able to trade Deshaun Watson for 3 first rounds and a player because there are only 3 slots. Now, Deshaun Watson's cap room after the trade is going to absolutely demolish us because of the contract he got. I'm not sure if I'm going to clear cap penalty or not. After we make the trade in Franchi, I have to see how much we have left and make the decision there, because I don't want to be financially unstable that much. Like, I want to keep it realistic, but I also want to bring like good play to you guys, not boring. That's the Kansas City Chiefs does win the Super Bowl. Now, I also will try to do it based off of the lists as McMahon's retires. I'll just quickly go through here. Also known as the Jets and the 49ers probably is the most likely landing spot for Deshaun Watson. One team I'll also consider a few teams that aren't on the list that could use a QB, such as the Jaguars. Obviously, they do need a QB, but they have first overall pick. Trevor Lawrence is probably going to go there. I think they rather roll with Trevor Lawrence, and I don't think the Texans would ever make a trade in division with the Jags for a top 5 QB as Josh McCown does retire. So let's just name him some sort of coach like they did IRL. So for example, such landing spots would be let me just pull up my computer. Deshaun Watson trade rumors. Such as some examples being Deshaun Watson trade rumors. Let me just get rid of all these freaking... Jesus Christ, I have a lot of tabs open. There we go. Alright, let's see. No clue. Jets Watson is probably the most known. I feel like we'll just see what ESPN did, because ESPN, I think, did some for some teams. Yeah, Deshaun Watson. Yeah. Of course, this is a premium article. Alright. So we'll just go based off of my ideas of teams that need a QB. So we'll get to Deshaun Watson after free agency. Now, heading into free agency, we have only around 18 million cap. Will Fuller will not be coming back. Gary and Conley will hit free agency as well as him. Any guys who I would want to even bring back. I mean, Terrell Adams had over 100 tackles, so just for the reasons, just thinking wise, yeah, I'll offer him back. Don't think anyone else I would really want to bring back, no. So that's it for re-signings. Once again, we only have $22 million to spend. So now we'll go with some cuts and some trades. Hold off on Deshaun Watson here. Dave Johnson, we'd lose money cutting him, so we'll not. Duke Johnson can go, however. Brandon Cooks would be the number one target here for whoever does come in as QB. He's coming off of a good year. Would save a lot of money cutting him, but I feel like him, Cobb, and Kiki Kuti would still make up a pretty solid receiving core. So we'll keep him for now. Darren Fells can go. We do not need Darren, really. And his height. Laramie Tunsil's fine. Sharpling's fine. Nick Martin's 28. He's getting paid a lot. What's his blocking like? It's not fantastic. I feel like there's definitely an upgrade out there. I'll keep him for now. Zach Fulton, 29. Not good. Goodbye. And that's fine there. J.J. Watt, I definitely want to look into a trade for J.J. Watt, mainly because I don't see him really being too useful. Brandon Dunn can go. Like I said, we're going to completely revamp this team. Bernardic McKinney can stay just because, yeah, we'll keep McKinney, because I feel like, yeah, we run a 3-4-D here. Whitney Merciless can go. He's old. I'd rather roll with like a Duke Okafor or something. Guys who cannot make the practice squad can go in Emmanuel Eberle and Davin Bellamy. And then as for corner, Bradley Roby, we just lose a lot of money cutting, so just keep him. I don't think there's really anyone else there. Justin Reed, makes sense to keep him. Eric Murray, we'd lose out on a lot of money cutting him. Brian Anger, I feel like we can go out and get a younger punter, but we'll keep him because I don't feel like going out and getting another punter. That's right. We also have no first round picks or second round picks because of the Laramie Tunsil trade and DeAndre Hopkins. Oh my God. I completely forgot how hard it was to rebuild this Texans team. Anyway, so we are in free agency. Now we have around 51 mil to spend. We have 44. There are some top guys available, such as Odell, Allen Robinson, Chris Godwin, Kenny Galladay, Juju. I mean, just look at it. Imagine if all these guys were here come day one of free agency. Just Beckham, Robinson, Godwin, Fuller, Galladay, Schuster, Samuel, Corey Davis, Antonio Brown, Sammy Watkins, T.Y. Hilton, Marvin Jones, Tyrell Williams, Tim Patrick. Like, all these guys were to be here day one. Oh my God, teams are fair, and my Giants would better sign one of them. Anyway, so first landing spot I want to do. Let's just get this Deshaun Watson trade over with. The Bears do kind of make sense, however, I'm not going to do that. The Broncos would make sense as well. However, the most likely landing spot, I think, for Deshaun Watson is the Jets. They have the cap room. They have the picks. Once again, they have the second overall pick. I feel like have to do that. I doubt they would do the 23rd. I doubt they would give both of their first round picks this year. But for purposes, let's check. It's not. We might not even be able to get 2 first round picks. Just because of the way Madden's trade system is. What if we were to do a later one now for next year? They'd have... Oh, alright. Yeah, it's... Just because of Madden's trade system, it's going to be physically impossible to get any type of trade done, I feel like. They have absolutely no QBs on the roster, so I feel like a guy like... Who would be a decent guy to bring on, like a Steven Sims or something? Yeah, it's because of Madden's trade logic. It's going to make 0 sense whatsoever. So, because of Madden's trade logic, let's just see if we can just get something simple done for Deshaun. We won't even be able to. It's going to take us more to get the first overall. Jesus Christ, I hate Madden sometimes. Yeah. Oh my God. Like, Madden's trade logic, though, sometimes absolutely insane. Like, why wouldn't a team give up 2 first-rounders and something for a Deshaun Watson, you know what I mean? Like, they'd make us give up, like, a third and more stuff, or, like, a next year's pick for Deshaun Watson. Like, that's absolutely absurd. For realism, though, because we are getting rid... I mean, what would the later... It makes no sense, but what would the later, the earliest, and Sam Darnold do if we were to just give up Sean Watson? Probably nothing. Take off Sam Darnold, nothing. We can almost get the 23rd pick done. Just give us pick 2. We'll give you Deshaun Watson. Alright. This might be pretty stupid, but you know what? If it gets it done, then it's not pretty stupid. Not even close. Right now I'm just trying to get the second overall pick. Alright. Just to get Watson off the team to make it logical. We're really going to have to give up more. Can't believe I'm actually doing this just to keep it logical. Whatever, I'll give up this year's. Give up one of this year's 6ths. Alright. What else do you guys need? You guys need a strong safety bet. You guys do not have interest in Eric Murray. How about Lonnie Johnson Jr.? Running back. Do you guys have interest in David Johnson? You do? Alright, cool. What would that... Alright, where would this get us, New York? Where would this get us? To try to keep it logical, it gets us nowhere close. What would this get us? So we basically cannot get... I can only do this, and that would get us the second overall pick, whatever. Sean Watson's off the team. It sucks that we couldn't actually do anything. Now after kind of on the cap, how much money do we have? Yeah, we're in the negative, so I'm going to clear cap. I'm going to clear the cap penalty so we can actually do stuff, and then I'll quit franchise mode and load back in. So it sucks that we couldn't actually do any of the trades we wanted to because the Deshaun Watson issue. Why can't we still not do anything, game? I don't know why we still can't do anything. I mean, I guess we could if we sim a week, right? If we sim a week, we miss out on a decent amount of players. Actually, maybe not. Low-key, no. Low-key, we don't know. Alright, whatever. I'll just sim a week and see where it is there. Can we still not do anything? So we still can do absolutely nothing here when it comes to free agency. Well, this is just nice. I thought it was going to be different, but okay. Because we are literally in the negatives in cap room. So that's fun. And we have like 0 picks. This Texans team's just in really, really bad shape. Take a look. First pick, Jacksonville's probably going to go Trevor Lawrence here to get the job done. Now, we have a chance to select Justin Fields and basically solidify our QB. However, I do not want to do that. Feel like the best decision here would to be get an actual roster player. I feel like it would be to get a tackle of some sort. I do want to try to trade J.J. Watt, though, in the first round to maybe move back up. And yeah, so here we go. I feel like Penei Sewell here should be the pick. Him and Juwan James on the outside, protecting for whoever does become QB would make a lot of sense. And yeah, so Penei Sewell, welcome to El Team. So we'll be right back. Alright, cool. So we chose Penei Sewell. Pretty nice little selection there, I do feel. There goes Shamar Chase, Micah Parsons, Gregory Rousseau. Some of the top pass rushers here: Devonta Smith, second wide receiver off the board, Alex Leatherwood, Dylan Radons, Patrick Surtain. There goes Christian Darrisaw, and the Giants will take Jalen Waddle. There goes Caleb Farley, Samuel Cosme, Kwity Paye, Sage Surratt, Sean Wade, Jalen Mayfield, Najee Harris. Okay, he's still available here at 20. Now, let me see. Do the Bears need a guy like J.J. Watt? They indeed do. Would they give a first rounder for a guy like J.J. Watt? They don't even have the cap. Alright, who still has a first round pick this draft? Buffalo can't. Ooh, the Browns can, but they don't need him. Chiefs can't afford. Ooh, the Colts can now. This should honestly be a pretty stupid idea. It almost gets the job done, though. For logical purposes, to get another first round pick, I think we do it here. Because there's still a guy on the board that I do want. And the Colts, I feel like, have a strong chance at taking him. As long as the Bears don't, the Bears do not. And no, that guy is not Justin Fields. It's not a running back. It is Kyle Pitts. Absolute playmaker. 6'6", weighs 239, however. Amazing catching, good speed. Can hopefully devour a defense. There goes Jordan Davis. I do want to see where Justin Fields is going to end up going. He goes to the Steelers there. And that's going to be the end for me here in the first round. And the second round, because we do not have the pick. Here's the third round. We have the third pick here in the third round. Zach Wilson's still available, as well as Trey Lance. All right, with Trey Lance still available, that's actually kind of interesting now. Charles Bateman, Jordan Liam Eichenberg. Aaron Banks. Who's the top center still available? Josh Myers. We have absolutely no one throwing the football at the moment, and kind of understand, kind of want to keep it that way for right now. There's just so many holes. There are so many holes in this team. We don't even have a defensive tackle, because that Deshaun Watson trade cannot do us anything. Let's just go out and get the D tackle then. There goes a short Bateman. Now we still have no QB. I'd rather take it to free agency, if anything. I do want to take Trey Hill here. That's a pretty good selection, actually, for a center. And Trey Hill, maybe we can rotate him out to a guard. Remember, we still do have another 4th-round pick here. Jabril Cox, Jabril Cox on the edge, 6'3", 231. He's got a lot of speed. Diami Brown as a nice little interesting guy. Josh Joby as a corner. I feel like the pick here, though, should be QB. Desmond Ridder, you know what? We have a terrible O-line. We're going to need a guy to run for his life. That guy can be Desmond. I feel like he's not even the fastest QB in the draft, though. I feel like the fastest guy is, Derek King, probably. Yeah. He runs 4.51. So maybe later we take Derek King. What's Derek Cooper? Derek Cooper's not even that fast. Ian Book's probably the 2nd fastest. No, who was the fastest QB? Brock Purdy? Kellen Mond? Sam Ellinger? No way. Yeah, I don't even know who the fastest QB was. Alright. Now, we really do have to draft for depth, I feel. That means a running back. I'm a big fan of Trey Sermon here. Let's take Trey. See what he can do. He seems like a decent back in college. See if he can do anything there. It sucks because of what happened with the Deshaun Watson situation. We had absolutely worked out worse than I thought when starting it, but that's okay. Next pick here. Once again for depth. Do we double up on wide receiver? No, we got to go out and get another defensive tackle here. But Darian Mathis, welcome. I mean, the cap situation after the Deshaun Watson trade completely screwed us over more than I actually thought. Let's go Trey Rogas from Lafayette. Pair him up with Trey Sermon. Take Mustafa Johnson here. Ooh, that's a hidden dev trait. So we have three rookie D tackles, and I feel like now we should add another rookie running back. Should we go the guy from Wyoming? Oh, I'm a big fan of Max Borghi. Good speed and good catching. Welcome to the team, Max Borghi. So obviously it did not. The draft did not, or not the draft. I mean, both the draft and the just didn't work out the way I expected this entire start to the franchise. But you know what? It's cool because now it's going to give us a shot to, it's going to give us a challenge, basically. Even more of a challenge than not having Deshaun Watson. So, Laremy Tunsil, Max Sharpling there. Trey Hill is going to be our starting center. Nick Martin is going to be our starting right guard. Yeah, he's going to be our starting right guard. I believe we'll roll those guys out. And then our starting, Titus Howard now. I'd rather grow Max Sharp. He's 25 at normal dev. Titus Howard probably fits better inside at tackle with this 6'5", 222 frame. And he's going to develop better than Max Sharpling. So you know what? Yeah. Titus Howard, we'll rotate you into left guard and see if you can develop there. Same overall, so I don't have to worry about that. We have Amani, we have Blacklock, we have two guys that fit the scheme there defensively. This is just This is just a bad team. It's an awful team with no cap room. After the Deshaun Watson trade. Do we have any cap room to even sign anyone? Chilling here. Yeah, now we have around 80 mil. Thanks, game. Now we have around 80 mil. So, since we do have around 80 mil, we can play around here. Obviously, we do have the rookie in Desmond Ridder. He's probably going to be scrambling for his life. However, I don't want him to be the starter. First year, I do not want him to be a starter. A good, interesting project here would be Dwayne Haskins. However, we saw how his time ended in Washington. Feel like it wouldn't be ideal. I think the top guy on my list, honestly, is kind of Blake Bortles. Now, Blake Bortles is 29. He's a former first-round pick, though. I am going to sign Joe Flacco just for depth here, but I feel like Blake Bortles here is ideal. Give him a chance to, just finish out the year. And we'll see where we are at this season. Now, we do have 3 rookie running backs, which I do have no problem starting. And Trey Sermon will most likely be on the start, but I do want a veteran. At least Cordero Patterson can bring kick returning and punt returning. We have no fullback on the roster, I think. Or we have one. Well, there's no fullbacks in free agency, alright. Wide receivers we're fine on. Tight end we're fine on. I feel like all the O-line we are fine on. Ronald Blair III. Was maybe a undrafted rookie. Not the entry McRae. He's definitely not an undrafted rookie. Tim Ward from Old Dominion. Welcome. So for defensive tackle, I do want a true number 1 defensive tackle. I think Marcel Darius is the guy here. Yeah. And then, there's a lot of power rushers that we could still even go. I think Dietrich Wise went unsigned. That's an interesting guy. Yeah. Let's sign him there. Alright, cool. I don't know what side we need. We need a power rusher here coming off the edge. Cameron Wake, you're fine to come into that role. Gerard Davis went unsigned. Ooh. Yeah. He's young. He might have something. Now, a bunch of corners here went unsigned, which could actually really, really help in our favor. I do want to sign Kevin King to a 1-year deal. I think that's... I'd rather sign a very, very late guy. Maybe a guy more down here. 1-year man. Javelin Gertie. There you go. Yeah, alright. It won't load the fullbacks for me, so I hope we have a fullback on the roster. Somehow we are 76 overall, probably because we actually filled out our roster. Alright, cool. We do have a fullback on our roster. Now, our starting QB will be Blake Bortles, not Desmond Ridder. It'll be Bortles, then Flacco, then Ridder. At least now we have some stuff to work with, cutting-wise and everything like that. So we do have player to upgrade, Kiki Kuki and Jacob Martin. That's fine. Kiki Kuti, I should say. It's definitely going to be a fun season, to say the least. At least we actually have a first rounder now. So we are ready to cut people. I forget how many people we need to cut. Probably like 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Artavis Scott, you can go. Don't really need you. I'd rather roll with 5. Cole Cabral, there you go. Ooh, Marcel Darius as the guy on this D-line. That's interesting. But you know what? No. I'd rather roll with these boys on the D-line completely. 2, 3, 4, 5. We run a 3-4, so we need more linebackers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mark Fields, you can get cut. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, Brandon Williams, you can go now also. Because we are going to be rolling with 5 cornerbacks. Yeah, bye. Free safeties now. 2, 2, 1, 1. Alright, cool. Don't know how they don't think we're going to have the first overall pick, because we are probably one of the worst teams here in the NFL. Obviously with Blake Bortles as our starting guy with absolutely no really running game, but that's okay. Speaking of captains, Blake Bortles, only because you are a veteran, you will be a captain. As for other offensive captain, Brandon Cooks, yes. Then O-line captain, Nick Martin is fine. 1, 2, 3. D-line or defensive captain, one can be McKinney. The other is going to be Bradley Roby. Whether that's just for this year or not, it's going to be Bradley Roby. And then Brian Anger can be a special teams captain. There you go. So that should be 6. We'll just go 4 wins. I don't think we're even going to come close to reaching more than 4 wins. So we'll go 4. If we do somehow reach 4, it probably will be a region. As one of my most intriguing rookies, Trey Sermon, we will have to wait to play as he's done 18 weeks. Place him on IR, so I guess now it would make sense to sign an actual running back. You know what? He deserves to be a starter. Wayne Gallman, welcome. Welcome, Wayne Train. Now, let me just look at the roster. No, Blake Bortles, Flacco, Ritter, Gallman. There you go. Team Court, Cooks, Rob, Gucci, yep. Nope, starting left tackle. I want Tunsil, but I have to switch that off because I want Panay to grow as a true right tackle. Then true left tackle is going to be Tunsil followed by Heck. Titus Howard with Sharpling, Trey Hill. Right guard will be Nick Martin followed by Froholt, Panay Sewell there. Blair, Amanu Ward. Reach and Blacklock. Kick returning. Borgie, as much as I would love you, kick returning is going to be Patterson. Can Patterson return kicks? Why, yes, he can. Or punts, I should say. Third down back. Will be Borgie over Patterson, yeah. This is definitely going to be an interesting season here. As let's play the full game. First game is against the Indianapolis Colts, who are probably going to absolutely demolish us. 85 overall. Don't even know who they have offensively. Before we actually choose a play, let's take a look at their roster. So they did go out in the offseason, signed Colin Kaepernick, as well as Jason Eason, Hines, Jonathan Taylor, and Jet Anderson. Kyle Juszczyk they signed. They also did sign Kenny Golladay. Hopefully he does not torch us. There goes Jack Doyle, Constanzo, Quentin Nelson, Ryan Kelly, Glowinski, and Braden Smith. So the offense line's still good. That's right, we traded them J.J. Watt. Completely forgot about that. DeForest Buckner and Grover Stewart. Darius Leonard, Dante Hightower, they signed Bobby Okiri, Kenny Moore, Rocky Sin Martell. So their secondary we can still probably attack. Actually, no, they signed Marcus May. So yeah, it's definitely not going to be ideal this game, but play hard and we'll win. So Isaiah Roger takes a knee. Colin Kaepernick will be starting it here offensively for the Colts, as Kaepernick will hand this one off. This is Nyheim Hines as he is hit by Lonnie Johnson Jr. over the top. Nice opening tackle there for Lonnie Johnson. David Culley is coaching his first game with wouldn't be an ideal Texans roster, to say the least. As Kaepernick will just throw a quick check down there to Hines. So he'll actually lose 1 yard, which will bring up a 3rd and 6. Texans' probably main goal is to just hold the Colts to no points. Doubt that's going to even be close to happening as Kaepernick almost throws a pick. The pass rush almost got there for Houston. That was Zach Martin. Was it that? I don't even know. It was some type of Martin that almost got there. As Rigoberto Sanchez now on to punt, and he'll punt this one away. Cordero Patterson will be doing the kick returnings as he returns at about the 20, boots it out wide. Can Patterson get the complete edge? No, he can't. He's down at the 25. So that's basically about a 20-yard return. Not really ideal. Blake Bortles now getting his first start since, 2019 maybe, 2018. Wearing the number 19, so that's fun. Bortles will give, and the Wayne train comes running out first, and the Wayne train falls forward there for a first down. 14 yards there for Mr. Wayne Train. The feeling they're going to be relying on Mr. Wayne Train basically all season, as Bortles now will send Cobb in motion to the right. Bortles will give, the Wayne Train now looking for a hole again, and the Wayne Train now will pick up another 7. Bringing up a second and 3, as Max Borghi checks in for the first time, the 7th-round rookie, or the 6th-round rookie. I believe Max Borghi picks up a first down and more. He'll pick up about 5 yards. As the Texans already a good start here. Surprisingly, a good start. As Bortles ends that good start with an interception. Bortles' first throw in nearly, I don't even know, God, how long, as that is an interception there, Dante Hightower. So it was off to a good start for the Texans offensively, comes to an end. They should probably just run the ball basically all season, seems like. As Rigoberto Sanchez now will kick. As this kick is up and it is good, 7-0. Colts lead after the pick 6. Blankenship now to kick. Cordero Patterson will return. Don't know why he's wearing number 27. It's kind of weird for Cordero, as he's down now to 27. That's about a 28-yard return. Blake Bortles' one throw last drive was a pick. Probably would be more ideal than to keep it on the ground. As Bortles will send Randall Cobb in motion into the slot, and that is what they will do. They'll keep it on the ground, as Max Borghi will pick up 3. Looking to give the Texans some hard rushing. Here's a draft class. Sewell and Pitts was their first rounder. Falau, Hill, Ritter, Trey Sermon, and others. Obviously, Sermon is done for the year. Bortles will give. Gallman falls forward, gain of 3. 3 carries, 24 yards for the former Giants running back last season. Probably had a career year. Well, he did have a career year. There's no ifs and buts about it. As Bortles now will look to his tight end there, Kyle Pitts, first down, 5 yards. They tried to hit Kyle Pitts on the last drive when Bortles threw the interception. That was who he was intending it to. As Kyle Pitts' first catch of his career, as Bortles escapes one, and he's going down. That's Darius Leonard. Or no, J.J. Watt and Darius Leonard. J.J. Watt got the hit. Leonard got the finish. I mean, my oh my. Bortles now will fake the handoff there, and Bortles will power through one. Bortles only picks up one. So I put 3rd and 13 here for the Texans. I don't even know what they're going to draw up here. I don't think anyone can really work open. I mean, it's not like their receiving core is that bad, actually. So no one open here for Bortles, and Bortles is just going to have to throw this one away. So it'll end the Texans' second offensive drive. Brian Enger looking to pin the Colts in deep within the 10. Enger boots this one. And Isaiah Rodgers will be down there at the 20. So I'm not sure if that counts as downing inside. But still, nevertheless, a pretty solid punt there by Brian Enger. 1st and 10 now for Kaepernick. What's he going to draw up on this 1st and down play? He will send his man in motion. That's Kenny Golladay as this D-line stuffs Nyheim Hines. Now, there is a chance that this defense overperforms than what we would actually expect, to be honest. As there is last year's rookie, Michael Pittman Jr., he will pick up a big gain of about 22 yards. He does actually pick up 22 yards, so that's a start there for the Colts offensively. As Kaepernick now will fake the handoff. He's looking deep. Is that almost be picked off? Who was that defensively there? That was almost Kevin King with the interception. Obviously, he got beat by Scotty Miller last year. This time, you know, he's working on his coverage, and he's able to knock the one down there. As Nyheim Hines will pick up 1. On the 3rd and 9, Kaepernick drops back. Kaepernick wide open. Michael Pittman Jr. wide open. Kaepernick 3 for 5, 38 yards in his Indianapolis Colts debut. Kaepernick now give. Hines, he picks up about 4 yards, 5 yards. This will bring up 2nd and 5. On the 2nd and 5 play, Kaepernick shotgun, takes snap. He looks, and he'll find Michael Pittman Jr. wide open on a slant, and Pittman Jr. now 3 catches, 56 yards. I mean, this is just a Texans team with way too many holes, didn't have any really cap room this offseason after the Deshaun Watson trade. You know, obviously they're going to have some decent amount of cap room next year to probably work with, but next year's not this year. This is only week 1. They still got to get through 16 other games. As 2nd and 5 here now for the Colts. Kaepernick. Check down. Looks Paris Campbell, Johnson Jr., and Bradley Roby on the tackle. 5 for 7, 64 yards there for Kaepernick. As this Colts O-line completely dominating this Texans O-line. Kaepernick will send Kenny Golladay in motion. As Kaepernick will look to the back of the end zone, he overthrows Michael Pittman, which is probably for the best because Cunningham was around him. As that'll bring up now 2nd and goal here for Indianapolis. Kaepernick looks, he'll throw to the running back in Nyheim Hines. That's a nice tackle there by Cunningham. Or by Bernard McKinney, and then now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Michael Pittman. What a way to end the drive. I mean, he just completely beat the slot guy, and I believe that's Justin Reed. That's Michael Pittman's first career receiving touchdown. Obviously, he got injured a bit last season, and the second-year man from USC catches his first touchdown reception of his career. Rodrigo Blankenship now on to punt, as Patterson will kick it off, will return at about the 5, and he takes it to the 25, so that is 20-yard return. Blake Bortles is on for his 3rd drive as a Houston Texan. Probably will have many, many more drives this season, unless, you know, they roll Desmond Ritter and or Joe Flacco. As Gallman now will pick up 4. Wayne Gallman was a back last year for the Giants, as well as his first 4 years. And last season he really excelled. He was a guy who also always fell forward. As now this is a pitch and catch there to Jordan Ankins. He'll pick up about 5 to 6. But like I was saying, all of last season, Wayne Gallman was a guy who fell forward when running the football, always fought for that extra yard, and that's the kind of back that Houston needs this year, especially with the type of offense. If Blake Bortles gets blown up, I don't think he picked up the first down. Actually, they do say he did. As this is Trey Rogers in now. But yeah, nah, Wayne Gallman is the perfect back, at least for this season, for Houston. I mean, he's the guy who's going to go out and fight for every extra yard. Which, assuming they don't really score or get in scoring position too much this year, this type of back they need. As Blake Bortles now will give, and Wayne Gallman will pick up nothing, just gets back to line of scrimmage. Setting up a 3rd and 7 here, as who is going to be the main target? No clue. As Houston still trying to probably really figure that out. As Blake Bortles under pressure, he'll find, and that's caught by Kyle Pitts. Pretty nice, solid catch there by Kyle Pitts. It's probably what he does best, is contested catches. As Bortles will give there's a slight hold there for Gallman. He'll break off a Darius Leonard sack and will be tackled after a gain of 7, bringing up a gain of 3, bringing up a 2nd and 7. Borky checks in. Bortles looking sideline, caught Randall Cobb. And all of a sudden, the Texans now are at their own 28, excuse me. So in scoring range now, Bortles takes the snap. It's a handoff. Wayne Gallman. Gallman fighting forward for every extra yards. He'll pick up 3. 2 tight end set now. Jordan Ankins checks in. Bortles takes the snap. Bortles looks low, fires, caught. Brandon Cooks there. Solid catch there by Brandon Cooks to pick up 11. That is his first catch of the game after a 1,000-yard season. After a 1,000-yard season last year, Gallman now will pick up 1. This will bring up a 2nd and 9 play here. And Bortles unblocked DeForest Buckner, 1.5 sacks now. He was completely unblocked. This will bring up now 3rd and 16. Bortles looking end zone. Kyle Pitts almost makes that grab, but he can't. As this will bring on Kyami Fairborn. As Fairborn's now first field goal attempt of the season. It is up and it almost goes wide right, but it's good. Nevertheless, 14-3. As the Colts offense is looking to come back out for another drive. Not honestly a bad drive there from Houston. They looked kind of good that drive, to say the least. They were putting stuff together. Ultimately, they got in a bad situation in which then they folded. But nevertheless, honestly, that wasn't too bad of a drive considering their roster. Now, 1st and 10, excuse me. Kaepernick fires and finds a wide open Kenny Golladay on a slant play. That's Kenny Galladay's first catch as an Indianapolis Colt. Spent all of his career with the Detroit Lions. This will be a handoff there. Nyheim Hines. He'll break off 1, and he'll be tackled after a gain of about 4. Nyheim Hines was a decent player. His rookie year was kind of in and out of the lineup last year with Jonathan Taylor and injury. This will bring up a 2nd and 5. Kaepernick hands this one off as Hines will pick up about 3 again. 7 carries, 20 yards for Nyheim Hines, as he'll remain in for this 3rd down play. Barking out play calls as Kaepernick, as he'll hand this one off, and Nyheim Hines will be short. The Texans forced a 3 and out on this Colts offense, so it's not even like the defense right now is playing bad. The defense is stepping up. As Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt this one, and Sanchez will get a terrible punt off. Texans won't be starting in good field position, but definitely not terrible where they could be. It's at the 25 now. Bortles looks, and he'll find a wide open Randall Cobb there. He's out of bounds at the 33. 6 for 9, 60 yards passing for Blake Bortles here. And probably really his real first game action since 2019. Bortles looks once again, finds Cobb, and they say Cobb's dragged his feet, so that'll pick up 10. As they're going to they go to the booth. They say that he does get his feet down, so Randall Cobb now 3 catches for 36 yards. Right now, he's looking like his favorite target. Bortles looks, and he'll find the rookie there, Max Borghi, and Borghi's out of bounds at the 50 after picking up 7. 8 for 11, 77 yards here for Blake Bortles and for Blake Bortles offensively. As Bortles under pressure, he's going down. That's William Golston with the big sack. There's a bring up a 3rd and 14. That's Indianapolis' 3rd sack of the game. And Bortles is going down once again. Darius Leonard. He had all the time in the world, Bortles there, but ultimately just collapses, as that'll end the drive. Brian Anger now on to punt. He boots this one. As Croissant forces a fumble. What a play. Isaiah Rodgers doesn't call for a fair catch. He gets hit as soon as he catches, and it's a forced fumble there. And all of a sudden now, the Texans have a chance to get a touchdown as Bortles will throw a quick pass there. That's Kyle Pitts picking up 3 as Darius Leonard is injured off the ball. This will bring up a 3rd and 7, or 2nd and 7, excuse me. Cobb slightly moving to his right. Bortles rolling to his right, and Bortles will pick up only about third carry for 3 yards there for Bortles, as that was a great rotation from side to side. As now on the 3rd and 6 play, Bortles with time looks, end zones, fires, touchdown, caught, Pitts, he's in! Touchdown Texans, the rookie has it! The rookie tight end Kyle Pitts is in for his first touchdown reception of his career. Blake Bortles throws his first one as a Houston Texan. And the Texans cut the Colts lead down to 4, 14-10 after the Fairborn extra point. Kaepernick now, dropping back. Kaepernick looks, he finds a wide open Naheem Hines. He makes one man miss. He breaks off another tackle. Lonnie Johnson there wraps him up and brings him down. Kaepernick now, all day to throw. Kaepernick looking deep as Golladay beats Kevin King, and he's into the end zone. That's a touchdown. The Indianapolis Colts, as Kevin King gets torched there by Kenny Golladay. However, there is a flag down, and it will be holding on the offense. That's Indianapolis. With the hold, Braden Smith is now with 40 seconds left. What will Colin Kaepernick and this Colts offense draw up, as they will send Kenny Golladay in motion? It will be a fake handoff there, and that's Ross Blacklock and company making the tackle there on Naheem Hines, and Hines will only pick up 2, as it looks like Indianapolis might just be taking it to halftime. Kaepernick sending Golladay in motion. It'll be a fake. Hines with a lot of yards. However, there is a flag down. What will it be? It's going to be holding most likely on the Colts once again. That is Ryan Kelly, accepted by the Texans, which will force the Colts to punt this, or to throw a Hail Mary, excuse me, as Kaepernick drops back. Bringing a rush, and Kaepernick just gets it off in time, and that will bring us to the end of the second quarter, starting the second half. Indianapolis 14, Houston Texans 10. The Texans are in this game with Blake Bortles as a starting QB. Cordero Patterson will return here. And Patterson's down there at the 22, so not too good of a return. Blake Bortles, a touchdown and a pick in the first half. Wayne Gallman, solid game running so far here in the first half. They're looking to continue upon their first half success, as there goes Wayne Gallman picking up 9 carries, 39 yards there for Wayne Train. It's kind of the way that he ran last year in New York. It's not really surprised. As Blake Bortles takes the snap, Bortles looks, he'll find the first round tight end there in Kyle Pitts, the 21st overall pick. Kyle Pitts, that is Pitts' 5th catch of the game for 47 yards. So trying to get him involved. As Bortles now looking for a pitch play. That's Gallman. Gallman's going nowhere. He'll lose 10 carries, 35 yards there. Now for Wayne Train after he lost there. Borghi checks in. Bortles just launching it over the top. That's almost picked, but then almost actually caught off of the tip. Bortles them for 15, 106 yards. This will bring up now 3rd and 14. Bad decision there by Bortles to even try to throw it. As Bortles on the run will look, he'll find Cobb, and Cobb will pick up 11, but he'll be short of the first down. 12 for 16, 117 yards, a touchdown and a pick there. Now for Bortles, as on to punt, here's Brian Anger, the former Jacksonville Jaguar. And Anger now will boot this one. Rodgers will return it again, and Rodgers will be hit and down at the 15 after the boo-boo. And I mean, really, Texans only scored off of the boo-boo. of Isaiah Rodgers. However, honestly, it keeps them in the game. As this will bring up now 1st and 10 here. This is a handoff there to Hines, and that's Lonnie Johnson Jr. with the big tackle there on Naheem Hines. That's Johnson Jr.'s 3rd tackle of the game. 2nd and 9 now for Indianapolis. Kaepernick tries to step the screen. They will, and Hines will pick up about 8 yards to 7 yards. This will bring up now 3rd and 2. Hines will pick up a 1st down. He breaks off of McKinney's tackle, brought down there by Mino, I do believe. As they might actually have given the tackle there to McKinney. This will bring up now 1st and 10. This now screen set up. Lonnie Johnson blows up Hines. Actually, it might be Johnson. No, that's Hines. Lonnie Johnson was able to sniff out the screen and get to Hines. However, that's Hines' 5th catch of the game for 38 yards. Johnson's 4th tackle. On the 2nd and 10, Kaepernick dropping back. He looks for the screen again. Johnson can't make that tackle there. He makes Bradley Roby miss, and he'll pick up a 1st down. What a play there by Hines. Lonnie Johnson Jr. had him for a tackle for a loss that would most likely virtually get Houston off the field. Instead, he turns it up for a 1st down to bring up now 1st and 10. This is a handoff there. Jonathan Taylor, he makes one miss. Taylor's 1st handoff of the season, 2010-5. Touchdown, Jonathan Taylor and the Colts. What a play there. That's a 61-yard touchdown, I do believe, there for Jonathan Taylor. Maybe 51. Nevertheless, though, a big touchdown run there for Jonathan Taylor and the Colts, as that will give the Colts an 11-point lead once again. Yeah, that was a 61-yard touchdown. With 4:50 remaining here in the 3rd quarter, will Houston be able to respond? They only have one offensive touchdown. That was basically a touchdown that the special teams set up, as Cordell Patterson will take a knee. Gallman Jr. in the game here on this 1st and 10 shotgun formation here for Blake Bortles. It'll be a give there to Gallman, and Gallman will pick up 8 as J.J. Watt's hurt on the tackle. I mean, maybe just a little bit shaken up because it looked like he was walking, but nevertheless, shaken up is still hurt, as Bortles will send Randall Cobb in motion. They will fake the pitch to Cobb, and this will be a give. Gallman will pick up 2. 12 carries, 43 yards there for the Wayne train, as Max Borghi will check in for this play. What will Houston draw up? And it'll be a give there to the rookie, and the rookie will pick up the 1st down. At least I think he did. Do they mark him picking up the 1st down? They do. Max Borghi now with his 3rd carry of the game for 10 yards. Blake Bortles now on the 1st and 10 play will fake the handoff there. And Bortles on the run. Looks, he finds Brandon Cooks. That's a 1st down reception, 14 yards for Brandon Cooks. As Cooks makes a sweet little sideline grab, Jordan Ankins checks in. This one now will be a play action there, as Bortles will throw on the run. That's last year's tight end superstar, or I shouldn't say superstar tight end, but kind of a breakout year last year for Mr. Jordan Ankins. He'll catch his 2nd pass there for 18 yards. Max Borghi still in the game. He's looking for a hole, and he'll not really pick up anything. He gets back to line of scrimmage at the very most. Jordan Ankins, Kyle Pitts, dual tight end set with Dwayne Gallman in the game. Randall Cobb as well. They send all-out blitz, and he'll look. That's Jordan Ankins. Can he turn off field? He does pick up a 1st down. That's basically all. Now this will bring up a 1st and 10 here for Houston, as Bortles gives Gallman, kind of powering through with J.J. Watt and company on that tackle, bringing up a 2nd and 8. Bortles running play action. Bortles looking, and Bortles is just going to get rid of it, given chase was Darius Leonard. Good decision there by Blake Bortles to throw it away. And I mean, right now his decision making compared to what it really was the 1st half, it's honestly pretty good. As Bortles is going to be hit by J.J. Watt, he's able to get rid of it in time. I mean, he was hit as he throws. This will bring on Kaimi Fairborn now to make this an 8-point game. Fairborn's field goal is up, and it is good, 21-13. So an 8-point game here with Houston in it week 1. This honestly would be an upset, as this Colts team is probably severely better. One of the best offensive lines in the NFL with Smith, Kelly, Nelson, Costanzo, and company. That was needed by Rodgers, as Kaepernick is playing one of his better games in recent memory, as this is his first game in recent memory. As Hines will try to spin off one. Hines will pick up only one. Bring up 2nd and 9. Kaepernick shotgun. Hines to his right as Kaepernick will look. Kaepernick will fire there to Hines. Zach Cunningham on the tackle there. Kaepernick 13 for 17, 133 yards. As McKinney will make the tackle there on Jack Doyle. That will bring us to the end of the third quarter, 21-13. This will be Hines. If he breaks that, he's probably gone. He does break it, but he won't be gone. That was a nice tackle. Now 2nd and 4 play. Kaepernick, shotgun formation. Hines to his left. Kaepernick all day to throw. He'll look, and he will find Paris Campbell there. First down. Reception. First and 10. Dietrich Wise in as Hines. Touchdown run. This run defense for Houston is far from spectacular, to say the very, very least. McKinney just got dominated there by the O-line, pancaked. As this will make it even tougher for Houston to come back. 8:57 remaining in the game, 28-13. It is a 2-score game. Cordell Patterson will return it at about the 3. And Patterson, though he breaks off one, will be brought down at the 22. Not a very good return there for Cordell. Obviously, he did have to return it, though. This now will bring up a 1st and 10 here. Borghi is probably going to get the majority of the reps, I'd assume, being in reception downs. As Borghi will actually pick up a few yards. They're running no huddle here. Is Houston assume that they will be going no huddle a lot, as Bortles almost throws his 2nd pick of the game. That was off target, intended for Mr. Randall Cobb. 3rd and 5 play. Bortles looks. He'll find Brandon Cooks, who can't hold on to it. Cooks, as he was going down, dropped it. That's Marvin Tell on the coverage, as Anger will not be on to punt. Houston is going to go for it here. Game basically on the line. Bortles looks. It's picked off. Intended there for Kyle Pitts. He tried to fit it in. As that was Adams on the interception. That will most likely end the game here, as Kaepernick will be on for Indianapolis. Shotgun formation. Kaepernick drops back. He looks. And Kaepernick will fire there to Michael Pittman, 1st down reception. 16 for 20 for Kaepernick, 163 yards and a touchdown. As Kaepernick under pressure, he just gets rid of it. It's not like Bortles honestly played a bad game this game. However, he's not good enough to really get us wins. We don't really expect him to be good enough to get us wins anyway. Heading into this week, I mean, there as what a touchdown throw to Kenny Golladay. His first as an Indianapolis Colt. And I mean, just continues to pour it on. So, you know what? Joe Flacco can get the rest of this game here. See if maybe Flacco has anything left in the tank. He played solid last year for the Jets when Sam Darnold could not give it a go. Patterson about 1 yard deep will return it. And Patterson with the whole Cordero Patterson. Now to 30, 20, 10, 5. Patterson's in for the return touchdown. Probably going to be one of the most dynamic players on this team is Cordero Patterson. And what a play there from Cordero. Joe Flacco checks in. They will run play action. And Flacco will run it in himself there. 35-21 as a 2-point conversion is good. As Houston may actually have more life than we thought. As this is kicked now by Fairborn. Isaiah Rodgers will knee. So this Houston defense needs a stop here, and then the offense is basically going to have to score right away. As Kaepernick will be dropping back, he's most likely going to look to pass. Kaepernick does look to pass, and he will fire and find a wide open Hines once again. As it's like they just can't cover a running back right now. Kaepernick now over 200 passing yards on the day. 8 receptions for 63 yards for Hines. He's a PPC god if you are, or, you know, he's a PPF god, I should say, or whatever the scoring is for fantasy football. He'd be earning you a lot of points right now, to say the least. That's Kenny Golladay, excuse me, on the reception. He will pick up a decent amount of yards, about 13, I do believe. This will bring up a 1st and 10 here. As Martin will bring him down. Martin will get to Kaepernick and bring him down for the Texans' first sack of the season, I do believe. That will bring up 2nd and 17. I mean, the pass rush just hasn't been there today. However, Colts do have one of the best O-lines here in the NFL. As Kaepernick now will look, and he'll throw there to Michael Pittman. I believe that's incomplete. It is indeed incomplete. This will bring up a 3rd and 17. This could very well be the stop that is needed for Houston. Switching up the defense. This will be a check down, and Reed makes the tackle there. No, that's not Reed. Still, nevertheless, a nice tackle there to bring him down as Rigoberto Sanchez, with about 4 minutes, 50 seconds. What is he going to do? He's going to punt it away. And Rigoberto Sanchez will look to punt it out of bounds to not let him return it. It's out of bounds at 31. It's not too good of a punt. As Joe Flacco will remain on as QB. Remember, he has yet to take an offensive snap with Houston. This game, at least. As he'll look down the line. That's almost picked. Not really too good of a ball placement there for Joe Flacco. I mean, he had the look he wanted, just did not really place it in the right position as Kiki Kuti now. Slot. As Flacco will look, and he'll find the playmaker, Kyle Pitts. Big 21-yard catch there for Kyle Pitts. That is his 6th catch of the game for 61 yards. And he does have the lone touchdown on the game for Houston. Flacco now looks, and he'll find the running back there, and Wayne Gallman, who will pick up 7, bringing up a 2nd and 3. Good plays here from Joe Flacco. I mean, he's just trying to get something offensively going here for Houston. As this will once again be the playmaker, Kyle Pitts. The tight end, he turns it upfield. And Pitts will be 1 yard shy of the end zone. What a play there. 3 for 4, 69 yards. As Kyle Pitts turns this one up, and he turns this one out. Flacco now give Gallman. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Wayne Train. And Houston now is only down by 7. The Texans have a chance. As I mean, Kyle Pitts basically just brought them back that drive, and what a drive that was for the tight end. 5 plays, 70 yards, 53-second drive there for Houston. Houston's going to kick it off normally here, see if they could force a fumble or something. As Fairborn will send this one deep. Rodgers most likely just going to take a knee. Kaepernick now 20 for 26, 217 and 2 touchdowns, as ultimately the drive is on the line here. The game is on the line, at least for Houston's standpoint. The Colts, however, are really only counting on the shot to put it away, as Doyle will pick up 6, so it's a decent start here now from Indianapolis. However, Doyle was out of bounds, which will actually stop the clock, so it helps out in Houston's favor that he caught that and went out of bounds. This now 2nd and 4. As that was good defense there by McKinney, however, Doyle makes the catch. Obviously, McKinney is not the best coverage linebacker, to say the least. Kaepernick now hands this one off. Johnson Jr. blows up Hines. His black block and Nick got the initial hit. This will bring up a 2nd and 7. Be right back. Sorry about that, as I take an accidental timeout, so hopefully we get a stop here then, since I just took an accidental timeout. This will bring up a 2nd and 7. This is a big stop here that we need because of my stupid timeout. I mean, I might as well use my timeouts now here, right? As Kaepernick will have to throw it away. There we go. So this will bring up now 3rd and 7 and a big play here now for Houston. Will Houston be able to come up with their biggest stop of the game, or will this game virtually be over? Kaepernick takes the snap. He looks to a slant, and I think Galladay's short. Galladay is short. Houston will use their 2nd timeout of the half. So Houston offensively will have at least the 2-minute warning and 1 timeout to work with, which honestly is not bad. Rigoberto Sanchez gets the punt off. Cordero Patterson is going to return it. He'll make 1 miss. Cordero Patterson, dynamic returners down there at the 13. So Joe Flacco in this offense is going to have to go 87 yards in 2:15. Now, to be honest, they've kind of barely been able to go 80-something yards all game. So we'll see how this one goes. As Flacco will look, he'll find Cobb, and they'll most likely take us there to the 2-minute warning. It will. 35-28. Game on the line. I mean, this defense ultimately came together in the second half. They figured out what worked, what didn't. I mean, which ones didn't? As Joe Flacco now looking, he's under pressure. Flacco gets it off. There he goes, Max Borghi. And Borghi's out of bounds after a big reception there. 5 for 6, 90 yards. Now, for Joe Flacco. So not be surprised if they give Flacco the start next game. Flacco now working out. He looks, he'll find Kyle Pitts. And the rookie tight end's out of bounds there at the 33. What a catch and run there by Kyle Pitts. Well, ultimately, what a good throw by Flacco working around the pocket. Kyle Pitts now 8 catches for 143. As Flacco will once again look, Kyle Pitts, and Pitts is out of bounds there at the 19. Would not be surprised if Kyle Pitts ends up being one of the best tight ends this season. As Jordan Ankins checks in, Kyle Pitts, Kiki Kute. As Flacco looks, he'll throw it. What a catch there. That's Kyle Pitts. That was Kyle Pitts once again. Flacco looks. Kiki Kuti first down, now down to 7. 9 for 10. 149. Flacco now hands off. Max Borghi. He's in! Touchdown Texans! They have a chance at tying it. The Houston Texans have a chance at tying this game with Joe Flacco. And Blake Bortles starting at QB as this kick now for Fairborn is up. And it is good. 35-35. Texans tie it. However, like we said, there is still 56 seconds on the clock with Colin Kaepernick against a pretty weak defensive core, as Hines is just going to need this one. 56 seconds. Colts have a chance with 3 timeouts, so this game is very, very far from over. Can the defense for Houston hang on, or will the offense prevail like they have for most of the game? Kaepernick dropping back. Kaepernick all day to throw. Is just going to look check down there to Hines. He'll pick up 5 footsteps out of bounds, which will basically stop the clock. Blankenship needs to get to around the 37 to really have a good chance at making this, as Kaepernick takes the snap ball on the 30. Kaepernick dropping back. He'll look and he'll find Jack Doyle wide open. He's out of bounds at the 50. Honestly, it wasn't even wide open. It was just a beautiful throw there by Kaepernick to get it into Jack Doyle. And that'll be a beautiful first down, and what a hit there on Paris Campbell, but Campbell was able to hold on in a beautiful play there, beautiful throw there by Kaepernick, as Colts will use their first time out here for the half. Now 1st and 10. What will the Colts draw up? And Justin Reed with the big tackle there, down 27. Colts will use a timeout. This now will bring him 2nd and 9. Elijah Ford with the big hit there on Hines. 2nd tackle for a loss there for Elijah Ford. As the Colts will use a timeout now here with 5 seconds left. So 5 seconds. Trotting out there is Blankenship. Texans will use a timeout to ice him a little bit. 35-35. Blankenship, game on the line, 29-39. This is about a 45-yarder, 44-yarder. Blankenship's kick is up, and it is right down the middle, a little bit to the left. Nevertheless, it's good, 38-31, as the Texans now have their last chance. Cordero Patterson will be on the return. Patterson will return it. Last chance is a kick return. He'll try to flip it, and it's going absolutely nowhere. And that's going to be in for the Colts touchdown. Nicholson returns it in as a failed pitch there for Houston. Will ultimately end the game, however. I mean, Joe Flacco, towards the end, played absolutely insane. I mean, 9 for 10, 149 yards. Bortles, not the best. Gallman Jr., 14 for 46 and a touchdown. Max Borghi, 5 for 17 and a touchdown. Blake Bortles, 3 for 3. Trey Rogers, 1 for 3. Kyle Pitts, 10 catches, 163 and a touchdown. Randall Cobb, 5 for 54. Max Borghi, 3 for 26. Akins, 3 for 29. Brandon Cooks, slow day, 2 for 24. QT, 1 for 5. Gallman, 1 for 7. Sacked a few times. And Jacob Martin had our lone sack, no turnover, one turnover, which was a forced punt, but after that, nevertheless. And we're back to the home screen. I hate how it always does this, and it's probably going to crash soon, too, if I recall. Just hope it doesn't make us lose the file. What sucks is if it does crash, I have to restart the stream. As we'll possession Kyle Pitts here to see what he can at least do. I believe just helps him catch and block, yeah. Titus Howard at guard, we can grow up a little bit. We can work him into the agile guard we want him to be. And Lonnie Johnson Jr. here at strong safety. We'll rotate him in. And yeah, there we go. So our next game here is against the Titans. Honestly, I might do offensive only just to kind of speed things. Nah. We'll do full game here. 'Cause I feel like if we do offensive only, it's going to be more likely to lose. As I realize we did not change the starter. It's still Blake Bortles. Yeah, it's not happening. It's going to be Joe Flacco. I mean, yeah. Fairborn will kick as Ryan Tannehill will start with the ball here offensively. As Tannehill, 3 touchdowns and a pick for 227 in his first game. Now, this is a Texans defense that allowed 2 rushing touchdowns to, or 1 rushing touchdown to Hines, one rushing touchdown to Taylor, and is not good at really stopping the run. Derrick Henry will pick up 4. He's one of the best running backs in the NFL, even if he only went 14 for 64 last game. He can still break off a big run at any moment. As Tannehill will drop back, and this will be caught by Jonnu Smith, who they retained in free agency. They let Corey Davis walk, ultimately signed Jonnu Smith instead. As A.J. Brown is probably one of the top wide receivers here for the Titans, as they will send one of their men in motion. Tannehill hands this one off. Derrick Henry breaks off about 3 tackles and is brought down after a gain of 5. It's going to be extremely tough to bring down Derrick Henry, especially if you are a Titans fan. It's going to be more than one man to bring him down, it takes. As Tannehill under pressure, and he'll get this one off to Jonnu Smith. Johnson can't make that tackle. It has to be Bradley Roby. Jonnu Smith's now 2 catches for 39 yards as he absolutely turned that one upfield. 20.5 carry speed there for Tannehill now hands off. Derrick Henry will pick up 2. Big hit there by Zach Cunningham. It's Ben Jones getting into it a little bit with some of the Texans here. Detroit Junior Texan. Tannehill on the 2nd and 8. Looking, firing as Kevin King will get pass interference as he gets beat by A.J. Brown. As Kevin King, not really too good of a player. Now 1st and goal, Tannehill takes the snap, and that's a touchdown. Jonnu Smith, the star tight end for Tennessee, picks up the 1st down. So the Titans go up quickly to start the game here. 7-0. Cordero Patterson had a kick return touchdown earlier, and Patterson's brought down now at the 24. As Joe Flacco had a pretty good game in relief last week, he's going to get the start here today. As Flacco now takes the snap. Flacco wide open, finds Randall Cobb there. 1st down and more, 21 yards. As Joe Flacco looking pretty solid in his first games here with the team. Kiki Kuti checks in. He had, I believe, 2 catches last week, as they will look Kuti's way this week as he'll pick up about 9. 2 for 2, 30 yards. For the Texans, is Flacco now. Well, look, and he'll find the star tight end, Kyle Pitts. He had 10 catches last week, and he will start off hot today. It just looks like this offense has taken on a new role with Joe Flacco as QB, a new identity. As Flacco now will give Wayne Gallman, he'll pick up only 1. I mean, why run it, honestly, when so far the passing games work? I mean, the secondary here is not the best for Tennessee, as Flacco will look to set up play action. It's again, and Flacco will look, and he'll throw it. That's Brandon Cooks on the reception. 4 for 4, 71 yards here for Joe Flacco. This will bring up now 1st and goal. Flacco looks, touchdown Jordan Ankins. Joe Flacco with a beautiful first drive for Houston, and Houston will quickly go down and tie up this game to make this one 7-7. Fairborn's extra point is up and it is good. 7-7. 6 plays, 76 yards, 214 there for Houston as they strike right back on Tennessee. Now, remember, Tennessee's standpoint is probably really their offense. I mean, it's not like their defense is bad, but it's not the greatest. Their offense is where they can take over with Derrick Henry, Tannehill, and A.J. Brown, along with Jonnu Smith. And they do run a lot of three tight end set. And I mean, this defense for Houston is not good, so they're probably gonna have to make more stops than they do. Because I really don't think that the offense is that good for the Texans, where they will be able to keep up and compete. And this defense certainly is not good enough to win them this game anyway. So the defense is just gonna have to basically outstop Tennessee as Tannehill drops back. Tannehill looking to stick with Jonnu, but he can, and Jonnu will be out of bounds once again. That is his 4th catch of the game for 49 yards. I mean, Jonnu has just been his favorite target. Texans need to do something to stop Jonnu, as they will send one of their men in motion. This will be a give. Derrick Henry breaks off one, and Houston gets to stop. I think he's stopped short. Dietrich Wise Jr. was hurt on the missed tackle. McKinney brings him down, as this will be the stop that Houston needed, to be honest. As Kern now onto punt. Cordero Patterson will get a return. He spins past one. Patterson still looking, still going, and Patterson's now down at the 29, making a few men miss. This will bring up now a 1st and 10 ball on the 29. Flacco rolling out, dropping back. That's going to be a pick. Joe Flacco did not see the man coming over the top there. Desmond King, the third, read it all the way. Has bad decision there to throw by Flacco after what was a picture-perfect first drive and awful second drive. They now will fake the jet sweep, and Derrick Henry will get the carry. He'll pick up 5. Nice tackle there by Justin Reed. He actually picks up 6, 2nd and 4 here for Houston. As this will be a quick throw and catch. That's Derrick Henry on the reception. Eric Murray there, however, cannot make the stop. This will bring up 1st and 10, like I mentioned, for Tennessee. As Johnson Jr. makes a big tackle there along with McKinney on Derrick Henry. So the main focus was to stop Derrick Henry. So far they have 7 carries in only like 20 yards. It's Tannehill dropping back. They still do need to find out a way though to stop Jonnu Smith. However, does not get a 1st down. So that's at least a kind of decent start here. 3rd and 1. This is a big 3rd down play here for Tennessee. So it'll be a give right up the middle. I mean, no run stopping there as Henry will pick up 4. Definitely could have broke it for more, but nevertheless, it's still a 1st down. McKinney barking out play call. Tannehill changing the play. Tannehill under pressure. He gets it off. Jonnu Smith is out of bounds there at the 5. He had a chance at his 2nd touchdown catch. And this is going to be the battle of the tight ends, isn't it? Kyle Pitts and Jonnu Smith. Tannehill under pressure. Gets it off. That's a receiving touchdown. Who is that? Don't know who got that receiving touchdown. So let me check the box score real quick. As Tannehill's perfect, I mean, but why really wouldn't him be? That was Jordan Reed, so a fellow tight end. So the 2 backup tight ends. Two backup tight ends now have a touchdown. Jordan Ankins and Mr. Jordan Reed. As this one is punted away, Cordero Patterson will return it at about the 1. Patterson looking juke it outside. He can't, though. He's down to 22. 18 seconds remaining here in the first quarter for the Houston Texans and this offense. Borghi checks in. Cobbs, Pitts, Kuti, and Brandon Cooks. Flacco under pressure. He'll get this one off. Randall Cobb on the catch. 6 for 7, 83 yards, 1 touchdown, and a pick. For Joe Flacco in his first full quarter as the Texans QB. Flacco hands this one off as this is Ragas. And Ragas will pick up more than a first down. Ragas will pick up 7. Trey Ragas, 1 carry, 7 yards there for Ragas. Flacco looking to establish play action there. He gets this one off, and Pitts is hit as soon as he catches it. He loses 3. So not ideal there for Mr. Kyle Pitts. Probably he's going to want that one back. So this will bring up now a 2nd and 13. Flacco looking for the handoff, and Gallman will pick up only 2 carries, 1 yards here for Wayne Gallman. Not a good start. It's looking like the Giants O-line from last season when they had Barkley. This will bring up now 3rd and 13. Flacco under pressure. Flacco's able to roll out. He throws an awful throw intended there for Brandon Cooks. However, don't even know what that was. It's Brian Anger on to punt. This will be punted. And this will be tackled right away there. Bring up a 1st and 10 for the Tennessee Titans. Tannehill will send his man in motion. He's going to most likely block him. This is a give now to Derrick Henry. Henry will break off 1, and Henry's down after 2-yard game. 9 carries, 29 yards there for Derrick Henry. As Houston has done a really good job at taking away the rushing game here for Tennessee. I mean, they need to really keep it up, as now they will rotate Derrick Henry out into the receiving game. They will now rotate Henry back in. This defense for Houston basically working everywhere. This is a play-action play, and they get McKinney, but it's dropped. A wide-open play there was dropped. He probably would have had a first down and probably a lot more. As Keelan Cole, wide open over the top, dropped it. What a break there for Houston. Tannehill now will find his man, A.J. Brown, wide open over the middle. And Brown will be down at the 46-yard line. 9 for 10, 104 yards, and 2 touchdowns there for Ryan Tannehill. She's throwing strikes. Derrick Henry's going absolutely nowhere. He picks up maybe 1. Bring up 2nd and 9. I mean, Houston has done I keep saying that, but Houston has honestly so far done a great job at limiting what Derrick Henry can do offensively. And Henry will continue to fight. Did he fight for the first down? He did not. He's 1 yard shy. However, I would not be surprised here if he picks it up. Cunningham can't bring him down. No one else can. Henry to the 10. 5. Henry's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, we knew he was going to be able to break one off. 45 yards. Derrick Henry rushing touchdown. Extends this lead now to 14. 21-7. That's Derrick Henry looking to lead Tennessee to a big lead. And Cordero Patterson, will he take it out? Patterson will. Remember, Patterson does not like to really take a lot of knees, although he really should have there down to 17. Absolutely awful return. This will bring up now Wayne Gallman and this Houston Texans offense. Flacco will give. Gallman with a little bit of a hold. However, Jadeveon Clowney wraps him up, brings him down for 2 along with Justin Simmons. He'll actually pick up about 2.5. This will bring up a 2nd and 10 now for Flacco. This Texans offense. Flacco will look and will find. Looks like Kiki Kuti. I think that was intended for Kyle Pitts, but nevertheless, Kiki Kuti makes that catch there. This now will bring up a 3rd and 2. Flacco intended for Borghi. What a diving catch! The rookie Max Borghi on that reception. Don't know how he came down with that one, but ultimately he did. This will bring up a 1st and 10. Flacco will look, and he'll find last year's starting tight end in Jordan Ankins. Remember, Ankins last year had about 34 catches, 44 catches, something like that. Ankins now with the 2nd catch of the game for 16 yards. Flacco once again, he looks, he'll fire into Jordan Ankins. So Texans are really loving 2 tight end sets right now, especially with Kyle Pitts and Jordan Ankins. As Max Borghi checks in. 2nd and 3, and that's almost picked off, intended there for Brandon Cooks. Thought he had Cooks after the play action there to Borghi, but ultimately he didn't, and Gallman will pick up the 1st down there. 4 carries, 8 yards for Gallman. He'll pick up 4 on that carry. That's Jayon Brown, I do believe. 1st and 10. What will Houston draw up? Flacco will look, and he'll find the rookie Kyle Pitts there. Nice reception. 12 for 15. Touchdown and a pick for Joe Flacco. That's Kyle Pitts' 3rd reception of the game for 12 yards. As Flacco now play action. Flacco is going to get rid of it just in time. Definitely could have been a fumble, though. It's 3rd and 2 now. This will be a QB keeper. Joe Flacco will pick up the 1st down. He'll be down at 31. That's a 5-yard carry there for Joe Flacco. So the veteran, not afraid to get hit there if he means picking up the 1st down, and he does. 21-7, Houston leads. Or Tennessee leads, excuse me. Houston, however, is driving right now. Flacco barking out a play call. Flacco looking, he gets off the screen there to the rookie, Max Borghi, and Borghi's out of bounds there at the 18. 13 for 17, 134 yards, a touchdown, and a pick so far for Flacco. Flacco under pressure, he just throws this one away, being chased by Jadeveon Clowney. Remember, Clowney, honestly, is not the best pass rusher. Ooh, they might have Pitts over the top with Clowney on him. Flacco taking the shot with Clowney on him, and Clowney with great cover D as Kyle Pitts could not make that catch. I mean, it was a great chance, though, by Flacco throwing it to Pitts. Flacco under pressure, intended there for Cooks. Great defense, as it looks like they're going to send on Fairborn here for the field goal. 21-7. Fairborn makes this one 21-10. After the field goal is good, however, there is still a lot of time left now for this Titans offense. Fairborn's kick will be up. It'll most likely just be need here. It is indeed just need. 21-10. That's Filler kneeing it down. Tannehill looking to get some points here to end the half, whether that is a field goal or a touchdown. Tannehill dropping back. He will have his man in Jonnu Smith once again for reception. 10 for 11, 109 yards and 2 touchdowns here for Ryan Tannehill. One thing Houston has shied away from in this game is the rushing game, as this will be a quick check down there to, I believe, Darrington Evans. Here we go. Yep, that is Darrington. That'll pick up about 4, bringing up a 3rd and 3. Houston barking on a play call. Defensively, offensively, it also changes. This will be a reception there for Keelan Cole as Johnson Jr. lays the final hit, bringing him down. Cole, though, with the key catch to keep this drive going. This will bring up a 1st and 10. McKinney now looking to break this one out. However, A.J. Brown will fully hold on to it. McKinney would lays down a big hit on Keelan Cole Sr., but now he's catching everything, Keelan Cole. Tannehill drops back in shotgun with Derrick Henry. And he'll actually look for Derrick Henry. Justin Reed kind of avoided his blitz, it seemed like, to try to chase down Derrick Henry after he saw him wide open. Kind of caused Tannehill to throw the late throw, but nevertheless, it's still a good get off. As Tannehill under pressure gets it off Derrick Henry, he'll pick up a loss of one, actually. Won't even pick up any yards. Getting the defensive formation now is Houston, as Okafor will bat this one away from Jordan Reed, as this now will bring up a 4th and 11, and good defensive stop there for the Texans. As this punt by Kern is up, and Patterson will call for a fair catch. Patterson tries to lay a block cover, he'll miss, but it goes into the end zone. 31 seconds with the ball on the 20. What will Houston do? Are they going to try going for it, or are they going to just run it? As it looks like Flacco now is just going to give it to Gallman. He's going nowhere. That's to Davian Clowney. Blows it up. Most likely bring us to the end of the half. Well, not actually, as Flacco will look, and he'll find Kyle Pitts over the middle. Pitts with a big play. He's down at the 43. So what we thought was just going to bring us to half actually sets up now for a long throw. Flacco launching it deep. They have a tall target down there. However, it's just going to go incomplete like we expected. 21-10. Titans lead, as Houston will start with the ball. Joe Flacco is most likely going to be trotting back out there unless Houston wants to try to switch it up with Bortles or Desmond Ridder. Patterson will return it, and Patterson's going to be brought down there at the 29. So a decent return there for Cordero Patterson, as they are going to roll back out there with Joe Flacco. Pistol formation with Galasapia and Gallman in. And Gallman will pick up only one. 6 carries, 7 yards for Gallman. As like I've said, they have gone really completely away from the running game in this game. Only 8 carries altogether, as this will be a toss. Gallman has a hole, and Gallman's going to be wrapped up. Otherwise, it would have been on 7 carries, 11 yards for Gallman. That would have been most likely his biggest run all season. As Flacco takes the snap. Flacco looks, and he'll find a wide open man, Kyle Pitts, over the middle. First down and more there for the rookie tight end, who has already established himself as probably the top offensive target. I mean, we haven't really seen a lot of Brandon Cooks this game. We only saw him twice last game. As Gallman there will pick up about 2, 8 carries, 13 yards now for the Wayne train. I mean, Kyle Pitts now has 15 receptions alone on the year. Flacco will look, and there's the roll. The rookie Max Borghi cannot bring it down. Remember, he is the receiving back on the team, but he can't bring that one down. Flacco intended there for a Randall Cobb, incomplete. This will bring on Brian Anger to punt. Most likely going to be a little bit of a tough punt here for Anger. Anger now is just going to sky. It'll be fair caught there by Filler at the 13. So looking to shut down Derrick Henry now. 21-10. Tannehill hands this one off, and McKinney lays a big hit there on Derrick Henry. 13 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown. Obviously had that 45-yard touchdown run earlier. Tannehill now drops back. He looks to throw, and he'll find Keelan Cole, covered by Justin Reed. Cole with, once again, a pretty nice catch. That is his 3rd straight catch after dropping a wide open one earlier. So Tannehill not really shying away from him. This will be a big tackle there by Lonnie Johnson in open field against Derrick Henry. Otherwise, that probably would have been another rushing touchdown for Derrick Henry. 14 carries, 95 yards for the Pro Bowl running back and one of the best players in the NFL. Former rushing champions as well. As Tannehill now will look to his tight end, Jonnu Smith. Smith will pick up one. 18 for 20, 149 yards for Tannehill, 2 touchdowns. Which has been a good job to notice that. They haven't really had any big receiving plays, however. Tannehill just doing very, very good job at throwing it. And what a throwaway! It looked like Elijah got there. It really, really did. Or Elijah got there. But he did not. Apparently he did not get there in time. It's on the 3rd and 8 play. Tannehill. Dropping back, and he's gonna look, and he finds his wide open man. That's, I believe, Keenan Reynolds, the former New York Giant, making an amazing grab there. Or Josh Reynolds, excuse me. Yeah, that's Josh Reynolds. As Derrick Henry will break off one tackle, he'll pick up 4, bringing up now 2nd and 6. Derrick Henry 1 yard away from 100 yards rushing, so he probably will get over 100 yards here today. A.J. Brown on the catch, he'll pick up 6. Or pick up 5 to 6, which will bring up 3rd and inches. Not be surprised if they give it to Henry here. I wouldn't be surprised if they run play action, though, here also. There'll be a read option, and Tannehill's going nowhere. Reed and McKinney on the stop. This now will bring up a 4th and 1, and it'll keep it a 2-score game. As this will be up, and it will be good. 24 to 10. Tennessee keeps their lead 2 scores. However, they extend it to exactly a 2-touchdown game with 3:21:9 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Cordell Patterson will have a return on this if he decides to bring it out. But like Patterson almost always does, he brings it out, and Patterson is down at 25. So basically a touchback with an extra 3 yards, averaging 23 yards per return. Gallman checks in here. Flacco will hand this one off as this is the Wayne train. Wayne Gallman, he'll break off one tackle down there at the 39 carries, 19 yards for Gallman. Remember, he had 14 carries last week, so far 9 today. If he gets the ball here, it'll be his 10th carry of the game, and he does get it, so he's in double digits. As Gallman gets a block. Gallman now is down there at what I believe was a big play. However, they will get a block in the back, so it's coming back. However, I believe Gallman still gets credit for the carry. Doesn't end the play. It's just a spot foul as Ragas checks in. This will be a give now to the rookie and Ragas, who breaks one tackle. He's still going. He makes one man miss, and that's going to be tackled there by Jayon Brown. However, there's a flag down. He's going to have been tackled by a face mask, and he is. What a run there by Ragas. Now 1st and 10, Flacco. Flacco doesn't even stand a chance. I mean, Harold Landry just completely dominated there. This will bring up now 2nd and 15. Flacco, quick throw out there to Kyle Pitts. He makes, I believe, the 6-yard catch to keep this. To make it a little bit of an easier 1st down here. 3rd and 10. I mean, it's definitely not easy, so don't get the wording confused there. It's an easier chance. As Flacco intended there for Brandon Cooks. Good defense there by Justin Simmons. As Clammy Fairborn now on to attempt a 46-yarder. The field goal is up, and it is good. 24-13.
There you go, right here. Lady! Here we go. Lady! Run. Look behind.
Tannehill with a nice little throw there to, I believe, Jordan Reed, setting up the first down.
Here we go. Ready!
Tannehill is sacked there. Bernardic McKinney, 6 tackles, 1 sack there. As that'll be the second sack of the year for Houston. 24-13 as we will start the fourth quarter. Titans lead. Texans need a stop. Second and 13. This is a drive in which they need a stop. Say the very, very least. Tannehill now will hand this one off. Zach Cunningham with the big tackle there on Ryan Tannehill. Now, getting beat deep there is Kevin King. He gets beat by Reynolds, and that's most likely going to put Tennessee up big as they get into the red zone. Kevin King is just, oh my goodness. 2 catches now, 67 yards. As Johnson was not able to get to Henry there, but a great job. He's able to basically go low on Jones, which forces Henry to trip up, not expecting it. Tannehill overthrows his man and Josh Reynolds there, which will bring up a 2nd and goal. Most likely is going to be a give here to Josh Reynolds or a pass to A.J. Brown with Kevin King guarding him, so that's not going to be good. It's a handoff there to Derrick Henry, and Henry's going to power over with help of Brett Jones. With help with Jones for the touchdown. Tennessee looking to go up 31-13. The kick is up, and it is good. Tennessee 31, Houston 13. It's a long shot here for the Texans to come back. However, last week they were able to make the comeback. I mean, this week's probably going to be a little bit more of a long shot as Patterson is going to bring it out like he basically always has, except for like one time last week, and there is a flag down. Most likely a hold there, I believe, is on number 44. It looked like it was on 44 there towards the end, and it was on 44 in Cullen Galasapia. Flacco now rolling out. Flacco on the run. He'll look and he'll find his man, Rondell Cobb, there for the first down at the 36. Borghi remaining in the game. It's a give there. Max Borghi, the rookie back, and the rookie back will pick up 7 yards. 1 carry, 7 yards there for Maxine Borghi. Desmond King with his 1 tackle on the day. Remember, he does also have an interception as well. As Flacco looking over the top. Intended there, almost picked off, but he was looking for Kyle Pitts. 2-11 for a touchdown and an interception is Flacco. Flacco gives Borghi first down and more. He picks up 4. That's 2 carries, 12 yards there for Max Borghi. I mean, one thing Houston needs to work into next week's game plan is the rushing game. It's completely went bye-bye, and look what happened. That'll be a quick pass there. Kyle Pitts, he picks up only 1. I mean, they've been trying to get Kyle Pitts involved a lot, which, I don't blame them, but ultimately it just hasn't really worked out. As Flacco there will look, that's Brandon Cooks on the reception, 18 yards. Nice catch there by Kyle Pitts. It's actually 23 yards, excuse me. That is Brandon Cooks' only 2nd catch there. Or 2nd catch of the game. Flacco looks and he'll find Randall Cobb there for the first down. He will pick up 14. 2 for 20 for 32. Over 250 yards for Joe Flacco, I do believe. Flacco now gives, as it's Gallman. He has a hole, and Wayne Train will pick up to the 9. 10 carries, 27 yards there for Wayne Gallman. Borghi checks in. Flacco gives Borgie, the rookie, down there at the 3, picking up 6. 3 carries, 18 yards now for this Texans team. Flacco takes the snap. Flacco looks, throws in. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks working against Adoree Jackson. Flacco puts in a perfect position there for Brandon Cooks to make the catch. Cooks makes the catch. So that now will make this a 31-20 game after February's extra point is up, and it is good. 4:26 remaining in the game. Fairborn looking to boot this one away. He will. And this will most likely be kneeled here by Phil Taylor. It is kneeled by Phil Taylor in the end zone. Ryan Tannehill and this Titans offense looking to take over and virtually end this game with 4:26. Tannehill switching sides, moving Henry over to the left. Maybe see something in this defense he wants to take advantage of. And he will, as that's Keelan Cole Sr. over the middle. That's a 20-yard catch there for Keelan Cole. Tannehill with a beautiful strike there, working against Justin Reed. As Keelan Cole, after his first drop, has just been very, very good. As they will send Geno Smith on a quick block, and he's in. Derrick Henry, gone. Touchdown, Tennessee. My oh my, is this defense for Houston a different breed. The extra point now is up, and it is knocked through for Tennessee, 38-20, 3:47 remaining in the ball game. Probably nothing but over. This kick is up. Cordell Patterson will have a return on it. He will return it, and Patterson's going nowhere, down at the 17. Like we've said, it's virtually going to end the game. Flacco looking to set up a screen there to Borgie. He does. Borgie still looking for blocking up Ed. He's down after a 10-yard gain. Flacco play action intended there from Max Borgie, incomplete. Thought I had Borgie. Did not have Borgie. 3rd and inches now. Flacco looking. He's going to find his man, Kyle Pitts, over the top down there at the 40, pick gain of 13.
Under center.
Throw there to Kyle Pitts. Goes incomplete once again. Trying to really get him involved. And I mean, Pitts already had a really, really good game. Flacco. What a catch there by Borgie. I mean, if you throw Flacco 38 times, you're probably not going to win a game. Flacco gets this one off to Patterson, who's going to pick up 2 yards receiving. This now will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Flacco shotgun. Flacco looks and he'll find Kyle Pitts. Pitts with a big first down. Flacco now over 300 yards passing. Gets it off as Clowney is about to drill him. Clowney does drill him. This now will bring up a 2nd and 10. 9 catches, 120 yards now for Kyle Pitts. Make this now 10 catches for Kyle Pitts. Down at the 4. Kyle Pitts now with his 20th catch of the season. I mean, he's an absolute tank. And Flacco overthrows Kyle Pitts, which would have been his 2nd touchdown catch of his career. And this time he'll hit him. Touchdown Kyle Pitts with 1:07 remaining. As let's just sim to the end of the game. 38-27. Titans will win. Texans will drop to 0-2 with David Culley as the new head coach. I mean, Joe Flacco. If you have Joe Flacco starting, you're not going to win many games, even if he is playing pretty decent. I mean, this defense just... I don't think this defense is good enough to, win you games. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode.